M0FXB Ham Radio Diary. M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So today we're just going to do an unboxing of the BAOFENG AAA-S. Now a lot of people use these they buy these and they modify them and they put them into ALLSTAR node boxes like this one here. This one's made by G7RPG, and inside here there's a BAOFENG and a Raspberry Pi 3B CM108 sound card and a buck converter and some software, and an image from ALLSTAR, and you end up with an ALLSTAR node. So that's what a lot of people use these for. But when I was making a node for myself, I thought to myself, wow, this is actually a really good radio. So I thought I'm going to get one, I'm going to do an unboxing of it, and then I'm going to program it and show you why I think it's so good. Now you can buy these in the UK, £10.94 delivered. So that is an absolute bargain, and you'll see what it comes with now. So let's just go ahead with the unboxing. So just take the lid off here. So we get a nice little manual here. Let's have a look through. Not sure how well focused that will be, but it's there. So yeah, very straightforward. Looks okay. Yeah, I think it looks like quite a good little manual. Written in English and nice and basic. So the charging dock on these, interestingly, and it seems to be the way that they're going with all the BAOFENG models now, is actually a USB. So I'm guessing it's the 5 volts, and it's more convenient. Put it in your car. Everyone's got USB chargers now. So, and that looks nice quality, and it's all relative to the price. That's good. And you got your belt clip, which looks like a nice sturdy belt clip here. Yeah, I like that. And yeah, a nice strap, which I always have a strap because we always drop our radios. Battery looks fine, quite a lightweight battery. And yeah, it comes with some headphones, which is very handy. And looking at this set, let's have a closer look. Just looking for a PTT. It's got a clip there to mount it. Let's just take it out. I can't see it. Oh, there it is there. So there it is. There's a PTT as well. So we'll give that a test later. That'll come in very useful. I do use BAOFENGs quite a lot. So yeah, 70 centimeter antenna. These are only 70 centimeters, by the way. They're not 2 meters and 70. And there's your actual radio. And holding it, this is even though I know it's cheap and all that, but this feels good quality. The PTT feels good. I'm not sure what these buttons do yet, because I've actually never used one without dismantling it and taking it into little parts. There's your on off, and there's your channel. Now this radio will talk to you and tell you what channel you're on, which I think is quite good. So what I'll do is I'll turn the thing on. So we just slide it in like so. There's a little pull down switch here, like so. Hopefully that is in. Yeah, I was just waiting for that sort of satisfying click. Didn't get that. Anyway, let's find the antenna. Now I haven't programmed this. Now you do need to program this using the Chirp software, which is going to be part of this video. So there it is assembled. I haven't put the belt clip on yet. Well, I'll do it later. But for now, let's just turn it on and have a listen to the noises it makes.
Power on. 1.
There you are. Channel 1.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So that's how you know what channel you're on. and then you pre-program, I think it's 16 channels, and I'm going to program up my local repeater, some simplex channels, and I've got 2 hubnet nodes, and so we're going to put in a couple of hubnet node frequencies here, and then we're going to actually have some contacts. So there you go, that's the unboxing for now. And you can't go wrong for £11, even if it's just for a bit of fun. Just the charging. Now, just quickly before I end the video, I'm just going to compare it size-wise to the BAOFENG UV5R. So, yeah, here's the UV5R, and here's the 888S. So look, they're virtually the same size, even the thickness, very similar. So, you know, it really feels like it's almost like a security guard's phone. It's not sorry, not phone. It's not a radio that you are going to not like, you know. I firmly believe that. I'm just interested to know if the BAOFENG actually fits in the... No, it doesn't fit in there. And I just thought I'd try it. But anyway, there it is in its charger. So, yeah, we'll just pause the video for now, and we'll come back when we load up the programming software. So, just to show you, we've got the USB cable connected here to the radio, and plugged into the PC here, and we've downloaded the driver as well for the USB cable, which I think is the FD340 or actually, I think it's the CH340, but it did come with a CD, and the USB cables are about $5, and I will add a link to that. But I will also, when we're doing the software programming, I will show you again how to install the driver and then use the software. Okay, so we've got the radio. I'll show you the link to download the USB driver, and you can buy it for $5 on eBay, and it comes with a CD. So you've opened up Chirp, so the link will be there for that as well. So go radio, download radio. Remember, it's a 70 centimeter radio, so we can only really put in with no screen, so we can only really put in the frequency settings, and that's it. So we're on COM11. You can find that. Look in your device manager. Just right click, select device manager, and look for CH340 is the USB to sort of serial message you'll get in your device driver. Click OK, and then you can see the radio's flashing, and it's cloning from the radio. Right, so you open it, and the first thing I do, because this might be blank when you open it, is read from the radio. Or didn't we just do that? Sorry, I got distracted by someone. So let's just change some settings. First one, we'll do number 1. So number 1, we will make it the same as my ALLSTAR hotspot number 1. So it's 434, tone squelch, 118, there's no shift. There you go. Number 2 is my other hotspot, ALLSTAR, 77 tone, slightly different frequency. And then what we'll do, we'll add just one more here, which is my local repeater, 430.925. Tone squelch, yes. Tone frequency on that is 77 as well. And the shift, duplex is a plus, because on the ALLSTAR hotspot there's no duplex. Put so it's put in a 7 here, and then a 6, and then leave the noughts as they are for your 70 centimeter stuff. If you were doing a 2 meter repeat, which you can't on this radio, the 6 goes here for the 6. So what we'll do, what else can we put in? We're going to put in We better put in a simplex frequency just for testing. So we'll go 434 dot and put all the zeros. Same as above. We might as well give it a tone squelch. We'll just keep using 77 so we don't forget. Note, so that's a simplex frequency just for testing with 77. I'll put in one more repeater. We'll put in GB3ZB, which is 430.825. Tone squelch is also 77. And offset is the same. Now you can copy and paste these channels actually. You don't have to do them all individually. I'm just doing it the long way. Dot 612. Get all the noughts in. It's up to you on the power. 6. Duplex. There is a duplex on that. There's a plus. Right. Okay. So now we're going to upload to radio. So we'll go upload to radio. You should see the radio flashing eventually. Click OK. Right, now while that's flashing away, we're going to turn on our... Actually, we won't turn it on now. We'll turn it on so when we're on channel number... That will be channel number... that hotspot is channel number 2 on the radio. So let's... Looks like that's gone into the radio. So we'll move that over. Don't really need that at the moment. Get the radio a bit bigger, I think. Though it's quite big anyway. There you go. Let's unplug the cable from the radio. Turn it off. Right, we're going to turn it on. Now, I'm pretty sure, didn't we say it's number 2? So we'll turn it on.
Power on. 5.
Get my hand out of the way. You should notice the way, when it powered on.
Power on. 5.
I'm guessing the reason it says 5 is because it's on high power. Now we'll turn it, to hear the frequencies.
5. 4.
Ah, the number is it's telling you the channel. Okay.
3. 2. 1.
So we'll go to number 2, right? We're on number 2. Now, in theory, if we've done this correct, yeah, when we fire up the ALLSTAR node, let's just check that we've got power going to it. Let's go the other way. Right, there you go. Now, in theory, what will happen now is you will hear the node saying its IP address. And I will drink a cup of tea. Cheers. Get this out of my face. It does take a minute, but it will, honestly. But just in case it's annoying, I'll pause it.
Address.
Right, we're hearing an IP address.
192.168.1.106.
Great. So what we're going to do now is make sure we're connected to something. Right, so we've decided to add the micronode panel so we can show you changing around. So because you can't, well, I'm thinking, let me just double check a minute. No, the thing I checked was wrong, so forget that idea. So let's just click on HubNet, and then we'll go to a different room. So HubNet is HubNet Manchester, G7RPG. The whole team do a great job, and you can buy a node, like it's the same as the one that I'm using here. So I've just selected HubNet.
HUBNET connected to G1W1.
Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to call into HubNet. Now, if you look at the HubNet node at the back, just go up a bit, you'll just see it's a blue light at the moment to sort of say it's active.
Node 3326502 connected to G7ICH.
Now, you see the light goes red when it's transmitting from the node box.
G7ICH, G7ICH.
Node
monitoring on G4XMZ.
CID disconnected.
So this does sort of light up. The LED does. I'm going to the wrong camera here. The LED does go green and red for receive and transmit. So let's just turn it around like that. Right, anyway, let's give it a go. Mike 0, Fox X-Ray Bravo, M0, FXB, calling for a contact on HubNet. Now the node goes green, the node light goes green.
A very good afternoon to the station. M0, but I'm so sorry I didn't get the rest of the call sign. But the station calling for a contact. This is G4XMZ. Golf 4 X-ray. Mike 0 is the call. The name is Pete. Go ahead. The M0 station looking for a contact from G4XMZ.
Now it's a nice deep audio coming out of this radio. It sounds really good. M0 FXB. Yeah, thanks very much for the comeback. I'm just using a BAOFENG 888S, which is actually a screenless radio, and they only cost £10. It's 70 centimetre BAOFENG. So yeah, good to meet you. I'm located Weston-super-Mare. I wonder if I could have an audio report as well. Probably need to change it, but I'm glad you're hearing me, and let me know your working conditions. Back to you. My name is Andreas. Over to you.
Yeah, fine, Andrea. I'm sorry, I still didn't get the call. M0FX I've got, but I just couldn't get that last letter. But not to worry. Very good afternoon to you, Andrea. Over there at Weston-super-Mare. I think I gave you my name previously. The name is Pete, and I'm located in the village of Birtle, Bradstock, 3 miles south of the town of Bridport, 18 miles west of the county town of Dorchester. Down here on the south coast, not a million miles apart, but fine business. Nice to hear you. Pretty horrible down here. I guess it's much the same with you. It was raining when we got up. It's still raining, and I reckon it'll still be raining when we go to bed. But not quite as windy as I thought they said it was going to be. But it is windy, but not quite as bad. I tightened up the antennas yesterday. I just checked it. Blow a bit of a hoolie. Fine business on your working conditions there. I think you said you've got a BAOFENG, which cost you £10. Well, it's working very well for you. Audio seemed fine today. No problems. My working conditions is I'm on my desktop. Echo link via desktop. So no RF involved here really, I'm afraid. But anyway, that actually comes to Andreas Sanders again. M0FX G4XMZ.
M0, and it's Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. Yeah, thanks very much for coming back to me, Peter. Well, your Echolink is working on the PC. It's working very well. I do think Echolink is fantastic. I do use it when I'm in the car. Then I'll put it in the dash and I'll connect nearly always to HubNet. And I absolutely love HubNet. I just think the whole setup is brilliant, and the team behind it, and Peter, G7RPG, just does a great job. And the fact that I can link in via D-Star Fusion, DMR, you know, Echolink, probably other ways. It's just brilliant. And so right now I'm using one of Peter's nodes. It's the box is sat in front of me, little green light on as I transmit. Inside that box there is a BAOFENG AAA-S, which has been modified. The case has been removed, and the dialing knobs and the battery, and it's been modified inside, and that's how Peter creates a node with a Raspberry Pi 3B. So the radio I'm using is that same radio, but without the dismantellation. Now these radios come like £11, including a USB drop-in charger, headphones, wrist strap, battery box. It's just but it is a 70 centimeter only radio, and but I just think it's great fun, and the audio coming from the speaker is excellent. Back to you, Peter. I wonder if you've got any other equipment from M0FXB.
Yeah, fine, Andreas. Yeah, very good indeed. It really is very good. I think, are you talking about the gentleman who makes these things up at Portsmouth Way? I might be getting confused, because I've only just recently found HubNet in the last month, I suppose. A friend of mine was saying about it. I thought, well, didn't really know what he was talking about. I've had Echolink for yonks, well, for years, but I haven't used it an awful lot. Have used it, but not a lot. But a month ago, I was introduced to the HubNet system, and well, yeah, it's very, very good, isn't it? I put a call out here the other day, and picked up a chap on his way to work. He was a school teacher on his way into work. Sounds all very good, doesn't it? But he was on his way into work from Florida, and you never know. Put out a call, you never know where it's going to come from, do you? But all very good indeed. Yes, you asked if I had any other equipment. Yes, I got a couple of very old one, which I'm reluctant to get rid of. I ought to really one day, I suppose, save the kids having to throw it into the skip when I go on. But I've got a very old Trio TS830. Still works very well. But it's easier to tune up the Kenwood 590S. Got a 590. And I've got an NE tone for 2 and 70. That's almost throwaway. I think I got that for, I think that was £199. Was it £99? Posted back, I think about £105, something like that. And again, I've got a couple of old 2 meter and 77 rigs, but still work. So yeah, but I'm not fanatical, shall we say, but I've got some little bit of gear. And just like playing from time to time. Had it been fine, I'd have been out in the car this morning, but unfortunately, as I say, it's throwing it down with rain. And I've just recently playing around with a dongle. Didn't know what they were till a couple of weeks ago. Got a dongle here now with a program which I can listen from, I don't know, 77s right up through. Just a little dongle can listen to all sorts of stuff. So it's moving on, and I'm having to try and keep up with it, unfortunately. But there we go. M0FXP G4XMZ.
M0FXB timeout.
G4XMZ. Just check you're still getting me, because I had a timeout message.
Well then, Andres, do you think I timed out?
No, I heard every word you said, but I had a message come to me saying M0FXB timeout, and I thought, well, that's weird, because I haven't spoken. But no, I received everything you said, very interesting, and yeah, noted on the different equipment you've got. Now, the dongle you mentioned, I'm guessing, is probably a D-Star dongle. So they're very good. I've got a few friends that use them. Now, I do have D-Star equipment here. I do like using all the modes. So I have C4FM, DMR, and D-Star. The best D-Star radio I like using is actually the Kenwood D74. For C4FM, probably the FT3D, dual band sort of colour screen, very nice radio. For DMR, it's the Anytone 878. So yeah, it is Peter. I think it is Portsmouth who makes these. Now HubNet had a big effect on my hobby, because what happened was HubNet was linked to my local repeater, and at the time I was actually getting quite fed up with listening to local repeaters and HF radio at the time, and wasn't sure if I wanted to carry on. And then HubNet came along, and I started listening to the different connections coming in, and one of them was Zello. At the time, I don't think it's on now, but it was then, and that got me interested in the digital side, because I'd never had a hotspot, like a Pi-Star hotspot for DMR Fusion. And really, once I got that hotspot, and that was after talking to people on Zello, it changed my whole path of the hobby, and it made me have some very good contacts, and made me realise how many good amateurs there were out there, and it opened my eyes that the hobby was about to have a big explosion in the digital side, which is also now spilt over into HF radio as well, with all the digimodes. So for me, HubNet was a massive plus, and then I think it's about 8 years later, maybe it could be 8 years. I mean, I've lost track, yeah, but I know it's quite a few years, and it's just a very important part of the hobby to me. Is the HubNet and the ALLSTAR system. So what modes do you use on your dongle? Have you started using that yet, Peter? Back to you. Right, well, I think we'll end that video. It's going really well.
But it's, I'm not, say, using it. It's just purely for monitoring at the moment. That's all I can do.
I'll say 7.3, and then I'll come back with a live video soon. Thanks for watching 7.3.